Hello everyone, good morning. Yes, good morning everyone. Am I audible to you? Yes, Purvi and Nilesh, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, Bhanupriya, Nilesh, Ashwini, good morning. Yes, visible, audible. Thank you for letting me know. Those who haven't downloaded the app of Unacademy, please download the Unacademy learning app so that you will get the more benefits of Unacademy. Those who are new here, let me introduce myself once again. That is, my name is Harshvardhan Singh, and on this platform, I'm going to teach you economics, international relation, and all aspects of history, including history optional. Those who want to connect me, this is my Telegram channel. You can connect with me through this channel, Unacademy underscore Harsh V10. And those who want to connect with me through Unacademy app, then this is my address at Harshvardhan Singh for you. Yes, these are our top educators. Please do watch their videos. Those who haven't taken subscription, please subscribe to Unacademy. Here we have option of plus as well as iconic. I insist you to take the iconic subscription and at least for a year so that you will get the more benefits of it. We have option of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 and 36, but at least take a yearly subscription. And whenever you're going to take the subscription, please use my code. This is my code, Harshvi10 is my code. You will get the discount, and along with that, one more thing, you're going to count as my student, and there is a price hike is going on, so please take a subscription before that, otherwise you're going to pay more. That's it. Yes, so UPSC combat, this is well known to you. Those who haven't, please read it. It is available on app as well as on website. The prices are also there. So please do participate in that. Yes, the 6 months are left. So please focus on your preparation, and we launch the bilingual batches from 21st December. These are our top educators. Please do watch their videos, join them. And just the last thing, that is price hike is there. Before that, please subscribe to an academy and you will get the more discount. Clear? These are my special classes. Please do watch the videos. It is available on app. Yes. Yes, Sanaga. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. New. Yes, because why I'm saying so good morning, good morning, good morning, because right now we are going to discuss about one country and which is considered as land of. Yes, everyone. We are going to discuss about one country which is considered as a land of. Yes. Yes, Pratik, good morning. Preeti, good morning. Yes, good morning is over now. What I ask you, why I said so good morning and everything, because we are going to discuss about a country that is Japan, and that country is known as land of. Yes, Purban, land of rising sun. And if it is the land of rising sun, so at least we have to behave like that. It is a morning. Yes, good. Yes, morning is the happiest time of the day. Yes, land of rising sun, Nilesh, exactly. Good. So this is the map of East Asia. As earlier I thought that to show the map of Japan, but while showing the Japan I faced lots of difficulty. How? Because if I'm going to show the Japan only, then you will not get the neighboring countries and all. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Rising sun. So if I want to show you this thing, then I have to consider the other Asian countries as well. So please tell me, just read this map and tell me how many countries are considered as neighboring countries, or we can say how many countries shares the maritime border with Japan. Just by watching. Very basic question. How many countries shares border with Japan? And almost all of you knew me this thing, so you know one thing, that I'm asking the question. It is not to waste the time, but there are some hidden meanings in that. And those who join right now, the first day, please do watch the video, full video, so that you will get to know what exactly I want to say. Yes, yes, this question is visible on your screen. There you are, Sachin. ये रहा आपका सवाल. Hi. How many countries shares the border with Japan? And basically, we are talking about maritime. As the Japan is an island. Yes, Ashwini said Korea, Russia, and China. There are two Korea. Purbayan said four countries. Okay. Yes, four countries you mentioned. So which one? Which one? Of course, Russia. Russia shares the border. Here, the Russian island is there. Then, of course, Korea, North Korea, South Korea. Yes, and China. Here, Shanghai, China, island. Because this is a part. This is a part of Japan, and these parts, these islands, China claim that they belongs to them. Yes. So basically, four countries. Is there any other country? No. So if there will be any border dispute, or if there is a border dispute, then how many countries are there with whom Japan will have any problem? Of course, four. Either with Russia, either with North Korea, South Korea, or with China. Clear? Philippines is far away from Japan. Yes, am I right or wrong? Means suppose if they are having, or if they will have any problem, then these are the only four countries with whom they will have a problem. And of course, it is not a border problem. Then what type of problem? Mostly the problem belongs to the maritime, the territorial expansion. Yes, the territorial means the maritime border is there and all. So such type of problem may be there. Yes, okay. So whether India is having any border dispute with Japan? One very simple question. Can we say that India is having any problem with Japan? Any border dispute with the Japan? Yes. Can we say that any border dispute between Japan and India? Of course not. Because India and Japan doesn't share the border. So, can we say that when we don't have any problem with Japan, so can we consider that we will, or we are having, means in future as well as present, we will or we are going to build a good relation with them? Is it possible? Yes, is it possible? Of course, it is possible. Because if you don't have a border dispute with any country, then that means both the countries are neutral. And trade is an important aspect for the growth of any country. So as the Japan and India don't have any problem, so definitely there is a scope for good relationship between Japan and India, and it is whatever I said, it is hypothetical, but it is not the hypothetical situation right now. Japan is one of the most important partner of India in trade and other aspects. Clear? Yes. So one more question, very basic. Which area do you think so? By looking this map, by reading this map, what do you think? Which area will create or is creating a problem for Japan? Or in other words, I just want to ask you whether Japan is having any border dispute with any country. If it is so, then which area? Yes, question is clear to you whether Japan is having any maritime border dispute with any particular country. If it is so, then which area you considered? Which area you considered? Yes, we can consider the maritime border dispute with China. Yes, but which area? Which area? East China Sea. This is the area. East China Sea. This is the area. In this area, China and Japan is having problem. Clear? Along with that, here, yes, exactly, Pratik. Here also, can you read it? Here it is mentioned. These two islands, occupied by Soviet Union in 1945, administered by Russia but claimed by Japan. Yes, administered by Russia but claimed by Japan. That means Japan is having territorial dispute with Russia as well. And yes, yes, Senakaku Island. This is the island or disputed area between China and Japan in East China Sea. But along with that, you mentioned the Pratik and others mentioned, who been mentioned. Yes, Japan is having some border dispute, maritime dispute with Philippines as well. But but these dispute means the dispute between Japan and Russia, Japan and Philippines is not that much worst. Is not that much worst. But the dispute with the China is having some different angle. Clear? How, why, what are the reason? We are going to discuss in this lecture only. So this is clear to all of you? Yes, is this clear to all of you? Now one more basic question. This is related to geography as well as international relation. Whether please tell me the name of parts of geographical parts of Japan. Yes, please tell me the geographical division or the parts of Japan. How many are they? Yes, how many parts of Japan? Yes, any idea, any guess? Can you please tell me the name of this? How many are there? And please tell me the name of it. There are three parts. Okay, good. Yes, three parts. Very good. Go ahead. Anybody wants to add fourth part, fifth part in that? Yes, everyone. Arey, this is a general knowledge question. Only Purbayan answer. It is visible on screen, boys and girls. Just closely observe it. And question is most important from geography point of view, as well as this question is important from international relation point of view as well. Yes, Preeti mentioned Hokkaido, then Honshu, then what? Kyushu. What's the name? Yes, here it is the Hokkaido, Honshu Island. Then this is a Shikoku and Kyushu. These are the main part. There are four main part and one part is here, that is Okinawa. Clear? The mainland is having four parts: Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku and Kyushu, and final Okinawa. Good, good. Four part. Here the mainland I mentioned. Clear? Okay. So the basic points are clear to you. Yes, everyone, basic points are clear to you. Now we are going to discuss the bilateral relation between India and Japan. So before discussing the bilateral relation, first we have to understand the background of India and Japanese relation. Yes, Rajkumar, good morning. Bilateral relation between India and Japan. The most important ties between India and Japan is Buddhism. Yes, yes, it is there or not? Of course, because Japanese is a Buddhist country. And because of that reason, we had a special ties with them because they considered India as a land of Buddha, and so special privilege is given to India. Clear? So our ties with Japan, or whenever we try to improve our trade or anything in Southeast Asia or East Asia, we always use Buddha, as the Buddha is a symbol of peace as well as enlightenment. And these people pay tribute to this person, and that's why there are various projects. I'm not talking about the infrastructure project. There are various cultural projects which are funded by Japan. Do you have any example of it? Yes. Do you have any example of the cultural project funded by? Yes. Do you have any example that any Buddhist cultural project funded by Japan? Yes, everyone. Yes, everyone. Do you have any idea? None of you. Are you serious? What? None of you. I'm repeating the question for you. I'm quite surprised. You're taking so much time to respond. Do you know any Buddhist cultural project is funded by Japan? In there are many. I'm asking just any. At least, please. Yes, Pratik, where are you? I think you're running lately. You're talking about Russia and the Kuril Island and all. My question is basically I changed the topic now. Yes, anyone? Oh, oh. Do you know it or shall I explain? If you don't know, then please let me know so that I can explain why you are doing time pass. Yes, everyone. If you know it, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm here only. No response. That is the better option, no, Purbain. Best to say. If you don't know, okay. Good. That saves your time as well as mine. Okay. A very best example as Ajanta Caves. Yes, Bodh Gaya. Ajanta Caves are the best example of it. Yes, it is located in Maharashtra. Yes, UNESCO's World Heritage Site, and Japan funded it. Of course, Bodh Gaya is the most important place for Buddhism. Japan funded the same thing. Yes, and along with that, in modern sense, when India tried to re-establish the Nalanda University, Japan funded the same as well. Yes, don't you think so? You know all the answers, but you never use your brain. You never think on this line. Of course, as I mentioned, Buddhism. So one thing should be clear into your mind that some places are most important Buddhist heritage. So you should know that Japan should definitely help in that project. Clear? Yes, everyone, this point is clear. Because of Buddhism, our ties with Japan is so close. Yes, next. In 1903, Japan-India Association was formed. Japan-India Association is formed. It is basically a friendship body. And you know what? It is the oldest friendship association in the world right now. Clear? So just imagine 1903, Japan-India Association. It is a friendship body. And this body is one of the, not just one of the, it is the oldest body of the friendship. So it shows that our deeper ties with Japan. Next, in 1905, Japanese victory over the Russia. Yes, this topic we already discussed. When we discussed this topic in the factors that led to First World War. Yes, this topic we discussed in Russian Revolution as well. This topic we discussed in decolonization as well. But what's the significance of this? What's the significance of Japanese victory over Russia in the bilateral relation? Or how can we consider it is one of the important factor which boost the relation or build the relation? Yes, everyone, what do you think? And I already gave you the answer in previous lectures. Guess? Any guess? Any guess? Japanese victory over Russia. Yes, any guess? Simple. It's very simple. It gives inspiration to Asian countries to fight against European colonialism. Clear? Now, because of that reason, other Asian countries gets inspired and their freedom struggle is getting boost and Indian freedom struggle was going on at that time. Along with that, after that, Japan means after this 1905, Japan is emerged as an important power in Asia, and that's why in latter time Subhash Chandra Bose visited Japan. Yes, he took the help from Japan. Don't you think so that this is having a historical relation between India and Japan? One doubt, we got independence in 1947, then how can we form an independent association with Japan? This association is basically a Indian diaspora. Yes, this association. Yes, Anaga. Good question. In 1903, we are talking about the Indian diaspora. Means those who don't know the diaspora, it is very basic that those Indian who migrated to the Japan, they settled there and they established this association. Just like right now people are moving from India and settled in USA and they promote the Indian culture there. They promote the friendly relation between India and America. It is the same thing. Yes, Anaga, doubt is clear. This is the association of Indian diaspora to build the friendly relation between India and Japan. Doubt is clear. Yes. Okay. Next. Yes, Anaga, no reply from you. The doubt is clear. Next, in 1952, India signed a separate peace treaty with Japan. With Japan. India signed separate peace treaty with Japan. Why? Because earlier one more treaty was there through this conference. San Francisco conference was there. These victor countries signed the peace treaty with Japan, but we do not want to be part of it. So that's why, as a bilateral relations, India signed a separate treaty with Japan, and that treaty is of peace. So this shows that our relationship started building from 52 onwards in real sense as an independent nation. And since 1958, India received the aid from ODA. What is ODA? ODA is Japanese agency which provide assistance in the form of aid in the form of grant for the developmental projects in worldwide. Clear? So since 1958, Japanese official, this is ODA stand for Official Development Assistance. India started receive official development assistance. What exactly this official Development assist is basically aid or grants given to India for developmental projects. For developmental projects. Yes, is that clear to you? Yes, everyone, is that clear to you? Any confusion? Any doubt? No. Till this point, clear? Okay. The next important aspect. The next important aspect between India and Japan relation, that is Suzuki Motors. Yes, Suzuki, the same company which had a collaboration with Indian government company known as Maruti Suzuki. But right now, due to the disinvestment, only thing left, that is Suzuki Motors. So symbol also changed. Yes, symbol also changed. When the tie-up was there, major stakeholder was Maruti. So for your information, it was a kind of symbol earlier Maruti was having. And now, if you know this thing, the symbol of Suzuki is like this. Yes, it is visible. Why? Because Suzuki Motors is having majority shares in Maruti Udyog, and that's why. This Suzuki Motors changed the lives of common man. Once upon a time, it was a distant dream for common people to have a car, and they built the people's car. Yes, and you know what? Still people are asking, kitna deti hai? Whether your car is having reselling value, and because of these two factors, they know the tendency and mentality of Indian masses, so that's why they designed the car in such a manner. That's why this company is having largest sale in passenger vehicle, and this gave boost to automobile sector in India. Yes, everyone, and there are many people in India. Actually, the largest car, if you know which is the largest selling car, it's a Wagoner. See, means for middle classes, Wagoner is like Mercedes Benz. Yes, so this Maruti Suzuki, this is a successful project, and because of that, other Japanese company also invested in India. Yes, and that boosts the trading activities, including FDI in India. Yes, so there are many Japanese brand in India available. Yes, it is because of the success of Maruti Motors. Yes, I know. I heard the sentiment of you related to the Wagoner, but it's okay. It's just a cruel joke. That's it. Do not take seriously. Nowadays, people are so offended with any statement, so it is not the case. It's a joke. Okay, 1991 onwards, means in India, you know that India was facing financial crunches during the period of 89 to 91. Yes, do you know this thing? India was suffering the worst economic crisis at that time. Yes, worst economic crisis at that time, and Japan helped India by providing the unconditional, this is the most important thing, unconditional bailout package. This is known as friend in need, friend indeed, because most of the countries in the world, including one of the institution, that is IMF, they provided aid, and that aid was a conditional, and that conditional aid was known as type aid. Clear? So Japan gave unconditional bailout package when India was suffering from financial crisis. Don't you think so? This important package boost Indian ties with Japan. Don't you think so? This bailout package is going to improve the relationship between India and Japan. Yes, is it going to be the case or not? All points are clear to you? Yes, all points are clear to you. Of course, it is a common sense that it is just like forget about the country. It is just like you and your friend. You are suffering from financial crisis and your friend help you unconditionally. Don't you think so? You means you are like this person is God only, and then you are going to start worshipping that person. Clear? Next, post Cold War era. Of course, it will improve the relation. Yes. In post-Cold War era, the relationship between, as the 1991 bailout package was there, Indian relation with Japan improved. But one incident again have created obstacle, and that is India's nuclear tests. As you know that Japan, a worst sufferer of nuclear attack ever in the human history, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And Japan never promote the nuclear weapons. Japan promotes the use of nuclear energy in peaceful manner. That is, use of nuclear energy to produce electricity. But Japan never supported the idea of development of nuclear weapon. And this incident creates some trouble in the relationship between India and Japan. But somehow this trouble remained for some time. In 2000, in the year 2000, Japan India signed the Global Partnership Agreement. Yes, now after 2 years everything is normal between Japan and India. Why it is so? Because Japan realizes the importance of India, not from the economic point of view, but there are other angles also it. And one more important aspect related to the economy, and that is you know that India is having youngest population in the world, and Japan is having oldest population in the world, and Japanese growth rate is about to reach to zero because they earn lots of wealth and now they want to invest, they want to grow because Japan is already developed country. Yes, Japan is already developed country. They want to grow. Then they need a partner from where they will get the returns. That is the one important trading aspect. And along with that, one more strategic important factor is there, that is China. So because of these two reasons, 2000 in the year 2000, India and Japan signed the Global Partnership Agreement. In 2006, there was an upgradation in the relation. Yes, 2000 we signed the pact. In 2006 we realized now it's a time to upgrade our relationship. Then we upgrade that relationship in the form of global and strategic partnership. Earlier it was a global. Now the word strategic means it is related to the defense is also added. Clear? It is related to the defense as well. So now not in just a trade but in other defense aspect as well, India and Japan is collaborating, not collab, what we can say, having a relationship with each other. And with this upgradation, India and Japan laid the provision, and that provision is known as annual summit. Do you remember the last night lecture? Yes, do you remember everyone? In the last night we mentioned about the same, that is India and Russia is having annual summit. And I told you at that time there are very few countries with whom India is having such relation. Russia is one of them. Along with that, ASEAN is there, and third, that is Japan is there. So from 2006, we made this provision of annual summit, and it is the same thing. Alternate India, Japan, and all. So this annual summit is basically the summit or interaction between the Prime Minister of both the countries. Yes, Prime Minister of both the countries. Clear? Yes, everyone. Is that clear to you? Good. Next, as the trade, just look at this thing. How you will get to know that our relationship with Russia is improving day by day, and now we are like BFF. Yes. In 2011, India and Japan signed CEPA. What is CEPA? CEPA. It stands for, yes, everyone. It stands for, yes, CEPA. CEPA. Sir, can you be little bit louder? Your voice is low. Yes, is it a problem with everyone? Am I audible to you loudly, or still the problem you're facing? Yes, everyone. Am I audible to you all, or still there is a need to improve the voice? Or yes, everyone. Is this a problem faced by everyone? Yes, it is a comprehensive economic partnership agreement. Yes, Anagha, Ashwini, Purbayan, exactly. The word is comprehensive. The word is comprehensive. Yes. Now is it okay? Yes, now is it okay to all of you? Voice is okay? The word comprehensive means it is beyond the trade. Clear? It is beyond trade. It includes all other aspects. Clear? It is not just related to the trade in goods only. Yes? Still the voice is low? Mhm. Okay, maybe I will try to say it loudly, but I'm usually talking. I don't know what happened and all. Maybe, as you said, okay, I can improve my loudness. So, comprehensive, it doesn't mean it is related only the trade in goods. There are other aspects, other components of there. Don't worry, we are going to discuss this comprehensive economic partnership agreement in detail. Yes, so in 2014, again, we upgraded our relationship with Japan. How? Because earlier we were signing, or we were the global partnership, then global and strategic. And now what exactly the situation is between India and Japan? Special, strategic and global partnership. Special, strategic and global partnership. So in one word, don't you think so? It looked like a relation between two people. Yes, though it is now not allowed nowadays in India. But yes, of course. Can you consider it is kind of relationship? Means here is a friendship. Yes, in normal words. Here is a friendship. Here is a relation, and here is a permanent relation. Yes, as this is the platform where I have to use the sophisticated words, so that's why I'm telling you this is friendship, relationship, permanent relationship. Yes, of course, it is just like that. And how it is so? It shows that our relationship with Japan is improved day by day. The consecutive governments, whether the earlier UPA government or NDA government, they are working over it because they realizes the potential of Japan. At the same time, Japan realizes the potential of India as well. They knew that India is a developing country. India required financial support. Yes, and along with that, they want a trusted friend in international relation. That's why, one more very good example of this friendship, that is their then Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. He placed a visit to India, and that one more famous incident that he had a bath in Ganga. Clear? So this shows that our relationship with them. Clear? Yes, this point is clear how the relationship evolved with the time. Oh, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Next. Now we are going to discuss the economic aspects in the relationship between India and Japan. The first, as I mentioned earlier, CEPA, that is Comprehensive, it stands for Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. India signed in 2011. So it covers goods, services. This is the most important sector for India. Goods, services, people, movement, that is movement of people, investment, that is capital, IPR, intellectual property right, custom procedures, and other aspects related to trade. So this is clearly indication of comprehensive. It covers the other aspect, not just goods, services, investment, people to people movement, IPR and custom procedures, and along with the other aspects related to trade is covered in this. So it is one of the most important agreement of India with any other country. It is so comprehensive. And one more target they set, that is India and Japan set the target that this CEPA envisages abolition of tariff over 94% of traded items in coming 10 years. In the next 10 years, they set the target that India and Japan is going to abolish the tariff of about 94% of the traded item between India and Japan. So this is a clear-cut indication that Japan also wants to promote the trading activity with the India and the same as the India wants. And one more thing, as we mentioned here, the investment. India really needed the foreign direct investment and Japan is the provider of that. Clear? And why Japan? As I mentioned earlier, Japan is reached to the what we can say peak. There is very low growth rate in Japan. So Japan wants to take advantage worldwide. Means those who require, they are going to provide the loans, long-term loans, so that interest or anything they are getting, it is much more than the growth in that particular country. Clear? Yes, is that clear to you? This point is clear. And next point, that is bilateral trade between India and Japan is reached up to $15 billion. $15 billion. Don't you think so? This $15 billion trade between India and Japan is low. Yes, don't you think so? It is much low as compared to our tie-up with Japan. Don't you think so? It is lower. As I mentioned just now, that Japan is having huge money. They are developed state, and India is developing. We required more help, aid, or anything from Japan. But as compared to them, it's too low. So we have to improve this thing. Clear? $15 billion with Japan is considered as a very low trade. We have to improve it. Yes, yes, exactly. It is too much low. And both India and Japan is thinking over it, how to boost the trade and how that leads to grow beyond $15 billion. Yes, here all the points are clear to you. Yes, everyone, points are clear to you. Next, next thing, that is Japan provided loan and grants assistance to India since 1958. We already mentioned that is through ODA. Yes, through ODA, Japan is providing loan and assistance to India. And you know what? That is, India is the largest bilateral donor. Means for India, the aid or grants given by Japan is the largest given by any bilateral donor. Yes. So this ODS supports India's several infrastructure projects, and very best example is Western Dedicated Freight Corridor. Western Dedicated Freight Corridor. Second example, Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor. Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor. Third, Chennai Bangalore Industrial Corridor. And fourth point I left for you. Please tell me the fourth point. What do you think? Which is considered as a fourth point? And not just a fourth, there are 5, 6, 7 points are there. So at least I am asking one point where you considered that Japan invested through ODA. Yes, boys and girls, the fifth one I'm asking about here. Here I'm waiting for your answer. Purbayan said North Eastern Highway Project. Yes, it's very common. Everybody knows. Means even a small guy or girl, means basically school children also know. Yes, Purvayan bullet train. Uh, These two words are combined. Bullet train. It is not just like the bullet and train. Bullet train. Basically, it is Mumbai Ahmedabad high speed railway project. Yes, Mumbai Ahmedabad high speed railway project. And you know that this project is having importance, and as our current prime minister is having special interest in that, so this project is going on between India and Japan. So west dedicated freight corridor, Delhi Mumbai industrial corridor, Chennai Bangalore industrial corridor, bullet train, that is Ahmedabad Mumbai high speed railway network and all. So these are the important projects. There are many. Means I just mentioned just four of it. There are many. And you know what? India and Japan, or especially the Japan, is providing aid to India for various health projects as well. Do you know any name of such project where Japan is funding in health sector? Yes, Ashwini, bullet train, bullet train, bullet train. How many times you are going to say bullet train? Okay, agree. Yes, do you know any such project? Yes, which is in health sector, and Japan is providing aid to India. Yes, if you don't know, then please find it out that, because it is one of the most important project. What I said, most important project from Indian health sector point of view. Yes, the next thing that is Japanese FDI investment is the 8% of India's overall FDI. Yes, this foreign direct investment, whatever India receives worldwide, Japanese contribution is around 8%. Don't you think it is low as compared to the Japanese capacity? Yes, don't you think so? Sorry. Yes, don't you think so that as compared to the Japanese investment capacity, it is much lower? And one more important aspect, this FDI, that is FDI from Japan to India, is in two forms, that is public sector plus private sector. Means Japanese government is also investing as well as Japanese companies are also investing. Do you have any example of private company who invested in India? Yes, everyone. Yes, everyone. Do you have any example that Japanese private company invested in India in the form of FDA? Sorry, FDI. Any example? This is also general knowledge question. I just ask you. Any example other than Suzuki, of course. Other than Suzuki, I am asking about. I know. You know every one thing only Suzuki. Other than Suzuki. हो गया ना वही वही क्या बताएंगे वालों. Yes, other than Suzuki, I'm asking about. Suzuki is okay because we already discussed that thing. Other than that, is there any company which you know that They invested in India in the form of FDA. Nope, none of you. Surprising factor. None of you. Good. Of course. The name itself, Toyota, a Japanese company. Yes, exactly. Toyota is having important share in Indian market. Yes, exactly. Honda is important. Yes, exactly. Now to get it, yes, Preeti said Sony, Mahiwal. Okay, now you get it. Now you get it. There are many companies who are really interested in investing in India, and right now India and Japan is thinking over that to promote the investment in India. Yes, Hitachi also there. Exactly. Now the technological cooperation between. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Mr. Bushi is also there. Now you get it. Good. Technological cooperation. The technological cooperation between India and Japan is through Department of Science and Technology of India. Yes, Department of Science and Technology in India and Japanese Society for Promotion of Science. Yes, Department of Space and Technology in India, along with that Japanese Society for Promotion of Science, they signed the agreement for technological cooperation between these two countries in 1985 only. Yes, and these two countries exchange the knowledge with each other and along with that to promote the science and technology in their area. So that's why Japan launches this Sakura exchange program. What exactly this is? What is this? What is this Sakura exchange program? Yes, everyone. What do you think? What is this Sakura exchange program? Any guess? Yes. Do you have any guess, any idea related to this Sakura exchange program? No? None of you? Yes. If you have guessed, then please let me know. Otherwise, I'm here to explain. And one more thing. Can you observe this thing? Ashwini said youth program. Yes, exactly. It is youth program, huh? But some more details is there. Yes, can you observe this thing? Means earlier I have this picture. Now I'm having this picture. Yes, Purbayan, exactly. It is a youth program based on science. Japan, Asia. Yes, Rudra, exactly. Yes, Rudra, you joined lately. Exactly. Now, what exactly it is? It is the Japan Asia Youth Program. For what? For what? This program is for youth exchange program. Youth exchange. This word is there. Youth exchange program for what? Promotion of science. Clear, everyone? So whatever the pictures here I'm mentioning, whatever the pictures I mentioned here, just look at these pictures carefully. You will get to know the motto behind this. This bridge is there. Yes, this bridge is there. This bridge is basically a symbolized of our friendship with them. Elephant is symbolized as India and sumo is symbolized as Japan. Yes, Sudra, exactly, in the field of science and technology. The earlier we mentioned, yes, in the last diagram only, we mentioned this thing, this rupee and yen. Clear? So this thing is clear to you that in technological cooperation, the Indian Department of Science and Technology and Japanese Society for Promotion of Science, they are collaborating with each other to promote the science and have a cooperation with each other, and through this Sakura program is there, and these two are implementing Sakura program. Is that clear to you? Yes, all points are clear to you. Good. Now there are some strategic issues, and strategic and other important issues are there between India and Japan. Over some issues, Japanese is having some concern, and over some issues, India is also having concern. The most important factor which decided the India's relationship with Japan. Yes, there are some factors which decide the India's relationship with Japan, and that is China. But before that, we are going to discuss some strategic important issue, and first that is a Malabar exercise. Yes, what is Malabar exercise? It is a trilateral naval exercise. And you know, earlier it was a bilateral between India and USA. Now it is a trilateral, and Japan is a permanent member in that. Why there is a need of that? Why there is a need of this Malabar exercise, the naval exercise, and why Japan joined it? Of course, the important factor is China factor. This is the most important factor, that is China factor, and because of that, Japan indirectly put some pressure over China. Clear? Next important strategic issue, that is in 2016, India and Japan signed civil nuclear deal, and the most important aspect that is India is the only non-NPT member. Yes, India is only non-NPT member with whom Japan signed civil nuclear deal, because Japan is having clear-cut framework that if you are a non-signatory of NPT, then we are not interested in signing the civil nuclear deal. But India is exception, and this exception is provided by Indo-US civil nuclear deal in 2005, and because of this deal, a nuclear waiver is given to India. And now we are having a relationship with the Japan, and why it is important? Because Japan is a most important country which produce nuclear energy. Yes, there are many reactors, nuclear reactors present in Japan, and Japan fulfill their energy demand through nuclear energy, and that's why this nuclear deal is important from Indian point of view. Why elephant is a symbol of India? Huh. Good, good question. As sometimes, yes, India is represented by two symbols in worldwide. Most of the time, India is represented by elephant, and some places India represented as a tiger. Some places, but in international relation, if we want to find out the symbol for India, then cartoonists use this thing because India is one of the most important land of elephant, and historically Sikandar, that Alexander and his army frightened because of elephant. His elephant shows means it is a symbolic thing for strength. But elephant is not aggressive by nature. Clear? Elephant is not aggressive by nature, but if elephant is going to be aggressive, then it is uncontrollable. Yes, so that's why it is there. Yes, Shahbaz, good morning. You joined lately. Clear? Everyone, this is a clear. The same as America is represented by the two symbols. One is Uncle Sam. Those who don't know Uncle Sam, then please Google it. You will get to an image of one kind of personality, that is Uncle Sam, and another is Eagle. Okay. So this civil nuclear deal concept is clear to you. Why it is important from Indian point of view? Because Japan is already developed that technology. Japan fulfill their energy demand through nuclear technology, and India wants that. India wants to fulfill their demand of means demand of energy, and that's why they are relying on nuclear energy as well, because nowadays the conventional source of energy, that is coal, is about to end. Yes, they are non-renewable source of energy. Somehow they are going to end. So that's why we want to depend on renewable source of energy. Yes, Abdul, you said that elephant can easily be trapped. Anybody can easily be trapped. It's not a big deal. But as it is a symbolic thing, means generally we love elephant. Yes, even the Bollywood portrayed that Hathi Mere Sathi. Have you ever about that Sher Mera Sathi? Get it? Why are you taking so much tension? It is a symbolic term. Yes, everyone. This point is clear. 2016 civil nuclear deal with Japan. Why it is important from Indian point of view? Clear? This point of view is clear? Okay. Next thing, that is Asia-Africa Growth Corridor. Asia-Africa Growth Corridor. Of course, this is the initiative of Japan. This is the initiative of Japan. For what? To tackle the Chinese BRI. Yes, Asia-Africa Growth Corridor means India and Japan both are thinking beyond their relationship. They want to build or they want to develop other parts of world. And why they are so generous? Because of presence of China and Chinese engagement through BRI project. What is BRI? Please do watch the video. It is available on our app. Yes, India-China bilateral relation. It is already discussed what is BRI, what are the advantages, disadvantages, everything in detail we discussed there. So just to tackle BRI, they were thinking on the same thing. And Asia and Africa, these are the two most important area which is a full of potential. Means it is having full scope. It is having natural resources. Just to tap them and along with that to counter Chinese expansionist policy in Asia and Africa. That's why this initiative was taken by Japan, and India is also interested in that. Yes, Africa Asia Growth Corridor. Clear why it is so, how it is so, and as why I mention here, because India is also interested and India is also thinking beyond the bilateral relationship with Japan. Both countries are developing or interest in this field. So point is clear to you? Yes, the point is clear to you, everyone? Okay, next. The matters of concern between India and Japan. The first most important factor, this factor affects both the countries, and that is the China factor. And because of this China factor, India and Japan developed a mutual relation, or we can mention the matured relationship with each other, because both the countries are having this factor, that is China factor. And let me allow to go back to one more area. I just want to show you here. Sorry, here. I already mentioned this point that time. I just want to clarify one more time. That is here. This is the area where Japan and China is having problem. That is East China Sea, where these two countries are having problem with each other. And why it is so? First of all, there are 3-4 reasons. Yes, just look at this. Senkaku Island, as we mentioned, Senkaku Island. It is a dispute between Japan and China. Why it is important? Why this particular area is important or having doubt? Means what we can say? A problem with each other. And basically the most important is there are 8 uninhabited islands. Yes, there are uninhabited islands where these two countries are claiming. But why it is important? Why? What do you think? Why these two countries are having problem? There should be some problem related to the economy. Yes, don't you think so? Don't you think so? There is a problem. Economic factor is involved in that. Yes. Don't you think so? Economic factors are important in this thing. Yes, exactly. First, there is a potential. First thing, that is potential, or what we can say the expected fields of oil and natural gases. Yes, this area is having potential of oil and natural gases, so that's why they want to explore. both the countries want to take advantage of this thing, that is oil and natural gas. So this is the first important factor. Second important factor, that is trade, as this area is much important for trading activities, means we can consider the busy trade route. This is the busy trade route, means to USA, if they want to trade with USA, then this is the busy trade route. The third most important factor is strategic location, means those who are going to control this area, those who are going to control this East Chinese Sea area, they are going to control the trade and other aspects related to it. Clear? And the fourth important point, that is best fishing ground. Oh, it is the best fishing ground. So these are the aspects, or these are the problems, or what we can say, um, concerns for Japan related to the China. So this is a fearing factor for Japan, and that's why Japan built a strong relationship with the India, because India and Japan is having the same thing. Yes, India is always have this China factor concerning, because China is following the policy of string of pearls. China is trying to encircle India, and India also want a partner which is beyond and along with a powerful partner, so that they can tackle the China in international relations. This China factor, as we already discussed from Indian point of view, now we are discussing from the Japanese point of view. First point is clear to you? Yes, first point is clear to all of you? No problem, no question, no query. Okay. The second most important factor, that is reforms in UNSC, that is United Nations Security Council. India and Japan both want the reforms, not just in UNSC but in other international organizations as well. And this reforms is important. Why? Because there are P5 members. P5, the permanent five. Who are they? USA, Russia, then France, Britain, and China. Because of this, China uses veto, and when China uses veto, then whatever the resolution is there which is against the China, that veto made that resolution null, then nullified it. Along with that, as the growth and everything changed according to the time, so these two countries, that is India and Japan, want to introduce reforms in that, and both are claiming the permanent membership in UNSC. So that's why there is another forum known as G4. This G4 forum, in that India and Japan are the member, and this forum, G4 forum, is particularly specifically for reforms in UNSC. So both are having this concern. Both want permanent membership in UNSC. So both are having concern. Clear? Next important thing, that is improve the trade relation. This is a matter of concern for both India and Japan. As we already mentioned, our trade is only of 15 billion US dollar. Clear? This is a matter of concern for both, as India is having potential. Japan is willing to invest, then why our trade is stick or restricted to $15 billion only? Why not it is improving? So that is also the matter of concern. We have a, what we can say, the huge scope for improvement in this bilateral trade, and that's why it is a matter of concern. Means, as I mentioned earlier also, Japan is already developed country. India is a developing country. Yes, developed country, developing country. The growth rate here is decreasing day by day, and here the growth rate is increasing. So India is the best country for Japan to invest, to take the advantage of growth rate. Yes, to take the advantage of growth rate. And along with that, India can trust over Japan because of the friendship with Japan, and Japan is willing to invest. So for that, India should stop a red tapeism. India should stop red tapeism and introduce certain reforms which allow the FDI without any obstacles. So this is a matter of concern for both the countries. Yes, everyone, is that clear? Yes, is that clear to you? Any question, any query, any problem? Yes, boys and girls, any question, any query, any doubt? Yes, any question from your side? Yes, Abdul, exactly. Japan has a deflation, India has a inflation, the same way I mentioned right now. Yes, any question, any query? Nope. Okay. Yes, so all doubts are clear. So that is all about India and Japan relationship. Few more points you can add. With the passing of the time, more improvement is there. Every year you are going to add more points. So this is the basic thing. As I mentioned everything in that, you can add more points so that you can enrich your answer. Yes, so that's all for today's lecture. Thank you very much for your valuable time. Those who want to connect with me, yes, again I just want to tell you, this is my Telegram channel. You can ask the question, doubt, query, anything at Unacademy_Harshvardhan. If you like the video, yes, if you like the video, please like the video, share the video, and please tell your friend about the same thing. If you are having any question, any query, you can ask that directly through our Unacademy Learners app. Along with that, there are other social media platforms also where you can connect with me. This is my code Harshvi10. Please use this code for special classes, as well as this code gives you 10% discount while taking subscription of it. And yes, today there is a special class. For further details you will get more information on the Telegram channel, and this special class we are going to discuss the previous year questions related to the world history. Already we discussed it. Please tell others the same. Yes, thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you in the night.